Yes, it is quite big. I've built it up recently. Well, in the last like few days. I've got it sorted. I've sorted out all the defensive positions now. Got one of the vehicles and 50 cows. They're all going to disappear in about 5 days' time unless I re-lock them all, which I don't think I'm going to bother with too much. Of it has to go. But I've kind of like modified my own little tower as well. Added extra bits to it to make it more fortified. And hopefully, if someone were to fly a helicopter into that, it might destroy the bunker, but it won't destroy the actual cargo tower. You understand what I mean? Fingers crossed at least, anyway. All this has got to come down. Especially these, because they're dangerous. They kill vehicles underneath, which is rather unfortunate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to load them up into a vehicle now and destroy them. I don't need them. I don't necessarily want them either. Yeah, okay, let's start taking these down. I mean, all of that higher bit there, that was just taking this stuff from, you could all access. I'll show you now, actually, before I take it all down. I won't be able to access all of it now, but I have already taken down some parts of it anyway. But you basically got tunnel works, the bunkers, and the bunkers have got lookouts, obviously. That's like the main entrance there that I designed or built. It's another kind of bunker complex here. Three of them. Well, sorry, two of them. One, two. There's these you can get into as well. Not sure what that is. Anyway, you can get up to here, which is, you can't actually fly from this, I think. No. Won't be able to fly from that line, I don't think either. Nope. I could lower that wall. There's another wall that I could have used to build that. I did actually put that in at one point, but I replaced it. Again, in the bunker here. You can get into the, well, there was like a stairway here, but you can get into this anyway just by that ladder. I might actually leave this here, think about it. Again, that bunker there you can get into. The bunkers that I put on top of my main cargo tower, I can get into each of them as well. And again, you've got another load of bunkers up here you can get into. It looks really, I mean, it looks quite scary to be honest from the front, which is what I wanted to be. I wanted it to be imposing. I wanted to, you know, put people off from attacking. There's another bunker there. There's another bunker there. You could actually get into that before I put these other ones down. They're just like there temporarily. Again, I walled off like all of these sections as well, so it made it look kind of pretty cool. 50 cal here to cover that side. And then there's the tower. Now what I did with the tower, I did actually have ramps going to the main bunker, but I've taken them down since, because they look pretty ugly. But, and I also wasn't sure if they worked. But yeah, these, basically I put walls up this cargo tower, because I'll show you what this cargo tower should look like in a sec, when I can get a visible option to it. And this has got all my stuff, like all these crates are all mine. All the crates on the ground floor are mine as well. I do occupy this with a group of people, but they're just not on at the moment. Yeah, that's more of my stuff down there. And then we've got 3 bunkers up here. Each one I can get into and use the ladder to get onto the top part. I've also put walls around them as well, so they've got partial cover. This one's a bit tricky to get into, I think. There we go. Because yeah, this tower that I've built all of that onto, this should look like that. Say that, and then you can't see anything. Yeah, that tower there. That's what this one should look like. If you understand what I mean. I've kind of changed it a little bit. But you can get a good bird's eye view of the place here from here, I suppose. Which isn't too bad. That's my tank there. I've got another Kuma as well over there somewhere. AA, bunch of crates down there that I just brought back. That's a Strider, I think. Yeah. That's a Mora, Tempest. That's just a transport truck. We've got a Hellcat there. One of my other tanks is down there. That's one I got from the mission. Got a repair truck there. We did have a fuel truck in there, but we blew up it by accident. That's my other Kuma there. There's a BTRK there. There's another AA there, and there's what's it called, a Gorgon just there. Pretty much. You can just see part of it there. There's nothing really around this side, because that's the end of the safe zone. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Whee! Yeah, you get magic parachutes on this server, so you can just do things like that. But yeah, I mean, it took a while to build all that stuff up, but it's all gonna go, I think. I don't think we're gonna keep much of it. If at all, any. All of this stuff down here, it's a bit easier to save, I suppose, so we might end up saving some of this, but we are going to have a word with the admin about getting a base hard-coded to our safe zone, so we don't have to keep on relocking all of the parts. We just need to come up with a design. I mean, I'm quite happy with these gun emplacements, but they're not all straight and level. They need to be a little bit cleaner, I suppose. A little bit cleaner. But as soon as that's done, then yeah. I mean, as far as the map design goes, it's all good. We've had a few attacks recently. I've actually missed out on the last couple. People who tried to snipe us, and our guys have actually been getting sniped. But whenever I'm on, I just take a tank out and just kill everyone that's coming at us, or an APC or an AA, whatever. And yeah, I've not been killed once inside the base so far. With all the tanks we've got, attacking this place, I imagine would be quite. Yeah, it would be quite tricky. I've designed it specifically for tanks in mind, so they've got pretty good cover. I mean, with the way that these ramps face, you can see there, that's pretty much hauled down, and it's got bunkers in front of it to give it even more cover. A good tank driver or tank driver and gunners, all you need in that, and they can pretty much wreck anything that comes in that area. The other side, that area over there, that's all day. One of my other like gamers that I play with called Days. He's done this part of the base, um, which is kind of it's interesting, but it's a bit basic really. And there's no tank. You can't fire. If you've got a tank, you can't necessarily fire out from in there. You'd have to drive it out the front, which yeah, no cover. I might have to have a. Well, it depends on what we do really. If we do end up building the base via the hard coding, then I'm tempted to have a mixture of both these kind of defences on the inside and the ones that I've done with the ramps on the outside around the base, so that we've got a nice ring of defences. The problem that we found was you see all these crates kicking about. These are all loot crates that we've got from missions and stuff, and yeah. I put lights on their base and they've not noticed yet because they don't really play much. Yeah, all these crates are basically they were inside bunkers, but the bunkers kept on bugging out and throwing the crates all over the place. So we've taken the crates out in order to compensate. Well, Cash, you mean close air support, I assume. Um, I mean, we've got two AA units, dedicated AA Tigris anti-aircraft machines. There's one there, and the other one's there. Plus, obviously, I mean, I'm running around with the AA missile launcher at the moment. I've got crap loads in there, mate. Seriously, in all of those crates. Let me just show you the crates that I've got on the ground floor before it restarts. All of these crates down here, they're all full of missiles, guns, you name it, it's in there. There's more crates in the tower as well, and obviously this is just my area. There's more crates over there, there's more crates over there, and there's more crates in that area where I showed you before. We've got that's 4 different areas we can get ammunition from. My kind of idea with this is so that, like I say, it can take quite a few hits before it will get destroyed. All of this is basically there to cover that. Uh, so the enemy have got to basically shoot through all of that to get to that tower, unless they're flying in helicopters, in which case we've got AA to take care of the helicopters. Yeah, I've covered most of the bases, I think. We could maybe get some AA static positions set up, but I don't really rate them in comparison to the fact you can pick them up and just remember them. Or there's these ones, the Tigris and the Cheetah AA units. They're pretty decent. They got 2 cannon and they got 4 missiles as well, so they can take down multiple air opponents quite happily. Anyway, the game's going to restart. Well, the server's going to restart, so I'm going to come out of there. And I'll rejoin after the restart. play Wastelands at all, or do you just play the normal ARMA or other mods? I suppose because there are several others, loads of others to be honest. What I'm going to do is I need to change the graphics back because I can't monitor the chat if I've got this in full screen mode, which is how I've been playing it, at least for part of today, because the problem I have is that I keep on throwing myself out of the game, and sometimes it's really, really annoying because I'll do it in combat. Well, I'm not doing it on purpose, it's just that I move the mouse to the right hand side of the screen and then it throws it onto the monitor, and then when I left click again it throws me out of the game. So it's a bit of a nightmare. Let's crash there. Yeah, Armor 3. Okay. Well, that gives me the opportunity to restart Armor 3, I suppose. Put the graphics settings out. Okay, there we go. Right, now that should mean that I can monitor chat. Um, I've not necessarily. I don't think I've thought of everything. There are a few things that people can do to, damage the base and do stuff that we just wouldn't be able to avoid. Um, but yeah, for the most part, I'm trying. I've pretty much covered most of the bases, if you know what I mean. I mean, because of the positioning of our base, because we're like on the southern side of the map, we can only get attacked from the land from literally the north or the northeast or east directions. So, with regards to that, I've built most of the defences that I've built are facing northwards. I didn't change my side, did I? Damn it, I didn't. Alright then. So yeah, the server's just restarted, so there's no missions up at the moment. What I need to do is kind of get central on the map. Hmm. I could just run to Zaros and then, yeah, actually I'll do that. Yeah, I'll go with the PC now. I don't normally do that, but I'm going to do shot. Actually, you can see this a lot better now. Think about it. Might as well just show you. But yeah, that's the basic. I mean, there are certain parts of it I'm not happy with, but generally speaking, it looks quite chunky. You know what I mean? Which is what I was looking for. I wanted when I started converting it. That's the basic tower there. If you see what I mean, that's mine. So it's more fortified, better defensive positions.